In this lesson, we will learn how to traverse a linked list. So in the previous lesson, we had constructed a linked list like this. So we had 4 nodes in it and they were linked to each other. This was the head, the first node. This was the head of the linked list, and the final node, this was the end of it because its value was null. So the last node, the next was null. So this is what the linked list looks like. For simplicity, the same linked list for our future discussions, we will show it like this. So these are the 4 elements or the 4 nodes in it with the values having in data 5, 10, 18, 27, and the arrows here show what the next value is. So the next value of this node 5 is the address of the node which has this value 10. Similarly for this, and for the last one, because it has 27, so we are showing a pointer to null. So this is how we will typically denote a linked list. This is the standard notation of a linked list, and this is the head of the linked list here. So now what we will learn is how to traverse this linked list, how to go through all the elements of this linked list. So just as a recap, this is how we had defined our node. So this was a class node. It had 2 fields, int data, wherein we had stored the data. It can be of any type. Here we have used it as int. It could be a string, it could be an object, it could be anything. And then the most important part, node next, which is the reference of the node, the next node. Okay. And this is the linked list we have. So now what we will do is we will try and traverse this linked list that we have. So let's start traversing it. So we have node is equal to head. So suppose we have been given the head of the linked list. So here the head of the linked list is this. So we have been given the head of the linked list. So whenever we have to traverse a linked list, we are given its head or starting point. So we have been given the head and we want to start traversing it. So what are we saying? While node not equal to null. Now this is node because node is equal to head. So this color is what we have used to show the node. Now node is not equal to null. So this condition is true. So it will go in system.out.println node.data. So node.data is 5. So 5 gets printed on the screen. Then we have node1 is equal to node.next. So what is the node.next for here? So this will be the node.next, and we are saying node is equal to node1. So basically we are now making the value of node. This was the value of node. Now node will become this. So which is, when we look at it, so this has become our value of the node. Now we come to the end of the while loop. So what will happen at the end of the while loop? We will check the while loop again. While node not equal to null. So this is node now. Is this equal to null? No. So it will go in system.out.println node.data. So what will get printed is this value 10. Node1 is equal to node.next. So for this node, which is the next one? It is this. And when we say node is equal to node1, so basically the node will shift from here to here. So let's do that. So now this has become our node, and when we end the while loop and go here, what will happen? We will check the condition for the while loop. While node not equal to null. Is this node equal to null? No. So this condition is true. It will go in system.out.println node.data. So what will get printed is 18. So 18 gets printed on the screen. Node is equal to node1.node.next. So what will be node1? Node1 will be this. And when we say node is equal to node1, we are again shifting the value of node from here to here. So what will happen? So this has now become a node. Now when we go back at the end of the while loop, node not equal to null. Is this node not equal to null? Yes, this condition is true. So system.out.println node.data. So node.data is 27. Yes. So we have printed 27. Node1 is equal to node.next. So what is node.next here? In this case, it's this null. So node is equal to node1, which means node will now have the value null. So now node has the value null. Now at the end of the while loop, when we go up, while node not equal to null. Now is this condition true or false? Now this condition has become false, which is why the while loop will end. It will come here system.out.println done and system.out.println done. So done is printed on the screen. So notice we had 4 nodes in our linked list here. So we have been able to traverse them and print them in order. So in a linked list, we traverse them in the order, and that is what we have been able to do and successfully print all the values in the linked list. Okay.